What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Kari, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. Every year, Nike does a Black History Month collection that celebrates the ancestry and the heritage of those of African American and persons of color. And this year, they did not disappoint with their collection. Today, I have one of my favorite pairs from the Black History Month collection. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Boom. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Air Jordan 1 Flyknit Black History Month edition for 2018. I have to say, this is probably my favorite colorway of this shoe that has dropped to date. Maybe it's because of the history, maybe it's because I'm black, I don't know. There's so much historical significance in this sneaker. How could you not love it? Now, today's gonna be a history lesson for those of you guys that aren't hip. So let's start off with the Flyknit upper of the shoe. There are three prominent colors on the upper of this shoe. It's green, black, and red. Not only are those colors prominent, the green being prominent on the back portion of the shoe, the red being prominent on the toe box of the shoe, and the black being prominent on the lateral and the medial side of the shoe as well. Now, interwoven in the predominantly green, predominantly black, and predominantly red portions of the shoe are actually all of the colors that are featured throughout the shoe. So even though it may be a predominant color, you can still see the hits of red or the hits of green or the hits of black in the other portions of the shoe as well. The swoosh is a nice leather. It's not a tumbled leather, but it's still a nice leather. The Air Jordan Wings logo is the same leather that's featured on the swoosh and around the collar of the shoe as well. That same leather is actually featured around the top of the tongue of the shoe as well, if you look very closely. The outsole of the shoe is red, black, and green. And a lot of people want to know, what did these colors mean? The red, black, and green are representative of the Pan-African flag. The red represents the blood that was shed by African people in search of liberation. The black, obviously, represents the color that we represent, that I represent on a daily basis. And the green represents the natural wealth that's very abundant in Africa. Africa is a wealthy continent, if you guys didn't know. So these colors, as an African American, mean a whole lot to me. And I think that's what made this year's collection so special, is that every sneaker was very predominant in featuring these three colors. On the front of the tongue, you have that green, black, and red, with that gold Nike Air in the middle. And on the back of the tongue, you have that BHM, that classic gold BHM for Black History Month. I still love the tongue on the Flyknit one. I don't know why. Maybe because it's so stretchy, I don't know. Gold lace tips with the Jumpman on it. Here's a nice hidden gem about this shoe as well. Right inside of the collar of the shoe, you can see 11/22 or November 22nd, 2016. That is actually the day that Michael Jordan was presented with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is the highest civilian honor that a person can receive. He was awarded that from President Barack Obama, one of my favorite presidents, from one of my favorite athletes. And that's pretty much it. Tell me what you guys think about the Flyknit Jordan 1 Black History Month. It sold out pretty quickly on Nike, but I think it might still be available on a couple of other sites if you really do your Googles and look for it. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this one. I want to thank you guys for joining me today here on SneakerPhetish. As always, I go by the name of Kari. This is the Jordan 1 Black History Month Flyknit, and until next time, I'm out.